Welcome to Facts TV News, where everything is true.
16-year-old student missing. Another alert activated. An Another alert has been activated for 16-year-old Talita Montgomery, a student of Mount Olive District, Lawrence Tavern, St. Andrew, who has been missing since Saturday, May 7. Talita is of dark complexion, slim build, and is about 5 feet 2 inches tall. Reports from the Lawrence Tavern police are that the teen was last seen at home about 5 p.m., wearing a blue blouse, black jeans, and a pair of black slippers. She has not been heard from since. Anyone knowing the whereabouts of Talita Montgomery is asked to contact the Lawrence Tavern police at 876-942-6322, Police 119 emergency number, or the nearest police station. Teen allegedly nabbed trying to sell stolen goods to owner's friend. A 15-year-old is to be questioned by the St. Elizabeth police in relation to the theft of 8 goods from a farmer in the neighboring parish of Manchester on Thursday. Ironically, a day after the theft, the alleged thieves, including the teen, reportedly tried to sell the stolen goods to the owner's friend in Pepper, St. Elizabeth. According to reports, predatory thieves raided a farm in Montbella, Manchester on Thursday night, stealing the 8 goats in the process. Further reports are that the men contacted a man said to be a vendor in Pepper District, St. Elizabeth, to purchase the animals. The vendor reportedly invited his friend whose goats were stolen the previous night to accompany him to purchase the animals. When the 2 men arrived at the agreed location, the Manchester farmer quickly realized that the animals that were for sale were those that had been stolen from him. The farmer then contacted the Santa Cruz police, and on their arrival, the teen and 3 men who have come from the transaction ran from the location. The teen was eventually apprehended and taken into custody. A search is ongoing for the 3 men who were also implicated in the incident. Accused rapist family in fear. On Mother's Day, 51-year-old Christine Bryan is the most fearful she has ever been for her life, claiming that her family and herself have been receiving multiple threats from both law enforcement officers and disgruntled citizens. Her son, 34-year-old Davian Bryan of Norwich District, Portland, who was named as the parish's most wanted, was charged with rape, forcible abduction, and grievous sexual assault on Monday, April 11, after being hunted for 5 months by the police and those who wanted to take the law into their own hands. Bryan rose to notoriety in October 2021 when 2 girls ages 9 and 13 were abducted from their homes in Bath St. Thomas. The same night the first girl disappeared, CCTV footage recorded in the community showed Bryan leaving with the girl. The Jamaica Constabulary Force JCF then listed him as a suspect, and a manhunt followed. In an exclusive interview, Christine expressed frustration and lamented that her life was in grave danger because people have attached her son's alleged actions to the family. We get threats from people, not them a come burn down our house, even from police in St. Thomas, also people from this area. A neighbor come and say our house must burn down and police have to go over there and talk to them. The people them don't talk to we here, so we don't have no friend here, so. And just the family of us cling together, the woman said. She said she is glad her grandson, Brian's child, isn't around to face the backlash. Him have a young child about 4 years old. Since everything, I don't see him mother. I don't know which part of the earth him and him mother day. The son used to be around us when he was a baby, but she took him back when he was young, good while now. However, psychiatrist Dr. Agrive Irons told reporters that sooner or later, the boy will learn what transpired. He may not be aware now, but somewhere along the line, somebody is going to make him aware. And Jamaica has a history where the children of people who have committed or who are accused of committing crimes always bear some sort of scar, especially when other people go out of their way to victimize them, said Irons. He said in these instances, people either migrate or sometimes change their names in response to anticipate backlash. If, for example, you're in a family where your mother or father is accused of a crime, you are literally blacklisted in terms of other people whispering behind your back and discouraging their children from playing with you. And that has happened so many times because people are unforgiving in that regard. And bearing the last name of a famous breaker of the law is not such a popular thing, especially in our society. Meanwhile, Christine strongly refuted claims being made that she and her family had been sheltering Brian following the kidnapping and the accusations. We don't know about that. Honestly, we never know. Me hear say him dey Durham. Me hear say him dey Fairy Hill. Me hear say him dey under banking. Me hear say him reach St. Mary, but I don't even know he was alive. I couldn't sleep. Police terrorized with day and night, and we don't know nothing about it, she told reporters. Shelley and Brian, the accused man's younger sister, also told reporters that the family was just as clueless as the rest of the country. The judge ordered him to leave here after a prior incident. He went to St. Thomas, and we have never seen him or visit him because it's too far. The only time in come Portland is when he is to go court, and when that is finished, he has to go back. We hardly see him, she said. When I was here and heard the news about the children and him being suspect, I nearly dropped down. I don't know him as that person. Responding to the death threats being thrown at her family, Shalian said, "If God send me no fi dead, all when 10 million people come fi kill me, none of them can kill me. So I don't listen to what people have to say. If you follow people, you won't make it. Nobody can put death on me unless God put death on me. God alone. I didn't do any crime and I didn't trouble anybody." Christine, discombobulated, stated that the Jamaica should understand that the family neither protected nor communicated with Brian in any form since the incident. She recalled being in the community on the night of Wednesday, March 23rd, when surprisingly, her daughter, who requested not to be named, received a phone call. "All of us was sitting out here. My daughter jumped up friend and said, 'Mommy, Jesus Christ, Davian call me.' That night, when him called, I feel like I wet up myself same place," she told reporters. "And my daughter and the police them go for him. My son called his sister on the phone and tell him to get 2 police and come for him in Durham. My daughter called 2 police and gave them the phone and him Davian talked to them and they went for him. When they went for him, they couldn't face him. Him stink, stink, stink like a madman," she exclaimed. She continued, "That was the first time he contacted us since everything. We never knew he was alive. Me think him dead, long time. Me ball day, me ball night. And then me start feel good because the best thing him could do now was turning himself." On that note, Dr. Irons indicated that the family should take therapy. There is no doubt about that. In fact, we have a system in the public health sector where there are services of psychiatrists and psychologists who will spearhead this kind of intervention, but it has to be put in trained by the people who manage it. It is the only way to help these people to heal. There is no shortage of persons to do that. Christine said since the abduction, neighbors and friends in Norway have kept their distance. "When it comes to friends, everybody draw away. The last time we understand that a man came from St. Thomas and was in the area, a spot we out, and people feel aware about what was happening here. We have to sleep at night time and fret. Them said the family of us will go missing one by one. We have to know which car or vehicle we take. I'm not hiding anything now, because if anybody missing, it don't make any sense to talk at that time," she said. A few residents who spoke with reporters detailed shame, anger, and even resentment for the Bryan family. One man shared, "I don't know anything, and police come, pull me out of my house saying, 'I know where Davian hiding, and I must give him up. An old man like me, I don't do anything, and I don't know anything. I just happen to live in the same community with the family.'" A woman said, "Me shame to live here. I don't even want to hear anything about that family. Norwich disgraced. It's just the other day I came back outside and walked freely. Me just want all of this to clear up fast. Me can't take no more of this." Another said, "All sorts of vloggers and people with camera come around here and I record the place. When you look on social media, you are seeing pictures and videos with your house. Them things they're embarrassing. The entire community come under serious embarrassment with everything." But psychologist Dr. Simaji told reporters that it is an issue of identity. He said identity has at least 3 components: I, me, and we. This is how you see yourself, how others see you, and the collective that you're a part of, that we. Societies basically also divide themselves into 2 components: us and them. Us, people who are alike, and them, the other group, he explained. So when something happens in a community, when a crime has been committed, a well-publicized crime, it is the nature of people to make a distinction between us and them, so that the family of the accused, to a large extent, will be ostracized by other members of the community who do not wish to be identified with them. This is how society establishes mores and norms, so people clearly know those behaviors are not acceptable. You may have a few individuals who were very good friends before maintain that and say, yes, he may have done something wrong, but he's still my friend. I still have to stick with him. That may happen. But largely, he said society maintains their standards. Once someone violates the norms of the group, the norm of the society, they are ostracized. And others who are associated with them are also ostracized, he said. Simaji further pointed out to several proverbs that allude to those situations. Show me your company, and I'll show you who you are. Birds of a feather flock together, so it is not without merit. The same problem also exists with people who go to prison and pay their dues and come back out. Many times they are still seen as what they were before. They are not given a second chance. This is a part of the reality, how behavior is identified and maintained in social groups.
Please remember to subscribe, like, share, and click the notification bell for daily updates.